Hello! You guys remember me? I used to talk about video games. I still do talk about video games, but on this series specifically, I talked about 3 video games and whether or not these would be games that I actually like. These were games that piqued my interest of some kind and thought, hey, maybe if I look at these and provide mini impressions, I can tell you what I think of them or not without actually having to beat them. And then I just didn't upload it for over a year because I just kind of got bored. Well, anyways, we're back with more vampire games on the 9th episode of 3 games, 3 impressions. A few rule changes. I am going to kind of just give you a window score instead of a definite score because I want to not get it confused. I haven't beaten these games. These scores are probably what I'm going to lean towards if I was to do a full review of these games. Second off, I kind of want this series to be a bit more community-based. And even though I'm a small channel, I still appreciate any interaction down in the comments. So if a certain game gets enough votes, whether I like the game or not in this video, if you guys say I want to see a full review of this game or that game, let me know. If it gets like, say, 10 requests, I will review the video game. And that will be entirely up to you guys. If none of the games get any requests, then you might see a video depending on how much I liked the game. But anyways, let's just jump right into the first video game of this episode.
I felt sick, but at least I could move again. I needed to run some water over my head. That would do me good.
Dark is a stealth action game developed by Realm Forge Studios and published by Calypso Media in 2013. And I gotta be honest with you guys, this game is unintuitive, it's boring, it's bland, and it has the most inconsistent stealth system ever. See, you play as a new vampire, he just got his vampire powers, so most of the first hour of the game is just learning the vampire powers, but with a really terrible and unresponsive stealth system and enemy AI that is so widely inconsistent, going from pretty stupid, like missing every shot in their magazine, to hitting you dead on no matter what you do. And sometimes combat doesn't even register. So like if you go to hit someone, they just kind of awkwardly shuffle out the way and you are stuck in a combat animation for a split second before it cancels itself. Dark is just what I call undercooked, uninteresting, and boring. Not to mention, for some reason, Dark, for a game that feels like it has no budget, also somehow brought on a very iconic voice actor, but maybe he's gotten more iconic over time. But the main character is played by Geralt of Rivia, and I got major, like, whiplash when playing Dark, because I'm working on a Witcher video right now that I don't really know when it will be done, but it's a lot of Witcher content that I'm consuming. And hearing Geralt of Rivia completely made me spiral for some reason. Here's the clip.
It all began in darkness.
Oh my God.
I awoke to a world of pain. A throbbing in my head pounded on my temples.
No fucking way, dude.
Suddenly I saw white light approaching me. I saw a human form within that light. An angel. The shining light radiated something.
Oh my God, I was just
Mm.
playing The Witcher. Yeah, so safe to say, Dark is not good, and I don't have much to say about it. I literally played 69 minutes of Dark. I'm not kidding. Nice. Anyways, Dark gets at most a 3 out of 10. I don't have a lot to say about Dark. I didn't spend a lot of time with it. I played my minimum hour of gameplay, and I gave up. And that's all I can add to the conversation, is to confirm after years of Dark having bad reviews that it's not worth revisiting. And if you vote for this in the comments section, you're my enemy forever. Anyways, let's move on to the next game already. Just get me out of here.
For centuries, hidden away in darkness, tortured by thirst, choking down dust, starving. Until now, our hunt begins again.
Developed and published by Stunlock Studios in 2024, V Rising is what I thought was going to be like a Diablo clone. I like to look for Diablo clones. I guess I like to sniff them out. Maybe something is better than what we currently have on the market, because really the only Diablo competitor is Path of Exile 2, and I'm not like super committed to Path of Exile 2 because that's a big time sink. Turns out V Rising isn't what I thought it was. Yes, it has Diablo-like aspects, but it's actually more close to like a vampire Minecraft and survival game. And that's pretty cool. So in V Rising, you play a vampire that's pretty much lost all of its powers and any riches it may have had before it passed away or was sealed away, and you have to rebuild your vampire castle from scratch. You have to craft armor and weapons, and your weapons do different types of things for you. Like a sword is really good in combat, but twin axes can cut down trees, and a giant club is really good for smashing stone to bits, so you can get that material and work on your vampire castle, but you can also craft different tiers of armor. But my favorite part is V Rising's exploration. Because you're a vampire in V Rising, and your goal is to basically become a vampire lord, you can hunt down mini bosses in the world, and I guess other more powerful boss-like enemies, and once you defeat them, you can steal their powers. For example, I killed this archer lady and I stole her ice powers, and now I have ice powers. And another one is I killed a massive white wolf, and now I can shapeshift into a wolf. It's all a really fun style of survival and crafting, and gives it a very appreciated twist to the Minecraft formula. I don't play a lot of survival games, if I'm going to be honest. Minecraft's pretty much the only one I'm familiar with. If you like Minecraft and you like vampires and you like Diablo, you're gonna like V Rising. You can also set the game to really like casual mode. You can play online with friends, or you could play solo and enjoy the game solo. There's a lot of enjoyment to get out of V Rising. I don't think it would make a great channel video, and I don't know how long it would take to review, but as of right now, I could see myself giving it a 7 or an 8. I don't know how committed I am to finishing V Rising, but I can see myself playing this casually on the side. I am starting to like more survival builder type games, and this one genuinely surprised me, and it was worth getting off the Steam summer sale. But let's move on to the final game of this video.
Indeed, my permission was never sought at all. They were caught shortly after the embrace of this child. It pains me to announce the sentence, as up to tonight, I considered the accused a loyal and upstanding member of our organization. But as some of you may know, the penalty for this transgression is death.
Developed by Troika Games and published by Activision in 2004, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines is the game I brought up in the very first episode where I talked about vampire games, and I pretended like I knew what I was talking about. I actually have never played Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. I just know it's like one of the most beloved computer RPGs of all time, and I can see why. It's expertly crafted, it's got a great story, it really has a really well built world with a rule set that makes it feel lived in. You have to start the game by picking a vampire clan. Some are easier to play than others, and you kind of have to obey a rule set that is established in the beginning. Follow those rules and you probably won't come under any trouble by your vampire overlords. Break the rules and you're going to become a criminal. Break the rules too many times though, and you do get an immediate game over. It's your typical computer RPG. You level up, you do quests for characters, there's twists. My favorite examples of like the missions were kind of in the same chain of quests. You go to like a haunted mansion where a ghost guides you around while another ghost tries to kill you. And another one was working for like a vampire that has a split personality, and the ultimate outcome is that you have to kind of decide which of the personalities stays and which of them goes away forever. I think Vampire the Masquerade is definitely worth the hype, and I could see myself really getting into this game and finishing it. I'm really interested to see where it goes. This is the most I've ever played for a 3 games 3 impressions video. I played about 6 hours. But the only downside is I needed a mod to get the game to launch. It would not launch without the unofficial patch. This is one of the best computer RPGs I played on a first go. I played a lot of modern RPGs like Cyberpunk, Baldur's Gate 3, Skyrim. Those are great. this is kind of like what I would say the godfather to those games, because this is really good. And I really like it so far. I could see myself scoring it around an 8.5 to 9 out of 10. Really depends how much I like this game. Games this old don't always click that well with me. I'm really hoping this stays with me. I think I do really like this one. I'm surprised that I like it. So, I'm pleasantly surprised. Well, thank you for watching this video. It's on the shorter side, just like with any 3 games, 3 impressions. They don't typically go for very long. Like I said, these are like mini bite-sized reviews of like what I might give them and kind of what I thought about them. If you like what you saw here, please subscribe, leave comments, drop a like. I know I sound like a street beggar right now. I could use any help to get this channel to grow. I love talking about video games. I might talk about movies. I might talk about anything, honestly. I like science fiction, fantasy, so you might see a whole range of things, but they'll always be in a video essay discussion format. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you all. See you in the next video.